Have you ever used your bank debit or credit card to do the payment of an item from any overseas registered company? Don't think that you need to travel outside India to do a payment to any foreign registered company. Many people still do such payment, and they are being charged this DCC fees by their Indian bank. Yes, and many of us don't see the total charge breakup, so we are not aware of it. Let's start step by step to understand this DCC fees. So DCC stands for Dynamic Currency Conversion, DCC fees. It is a fee charged by banks during currency conversions. Dynamic currency conversion, DCC, is when a merchant or ATM converts your transaction into your home currency, like to Indian rupees from any foreign currency. This DCC fee is the extra cost added during this conversion. Next doubt will be, what is dynamic meaning here? The answer is, the currency conversion happens instantly, real-time, on-the-spot generation of an exchange rate locally at the point of sale. Then what is the difference between earlier conversion method and this dynamic method? We have now seen that recently, because of Iran war, the fluctuation in the currency rate is extreme high. And before we proceed, we need to understand Forex. Forex stands for foreign exchange. The conversion of a currency actually happens in the Forex market, where currencies are traded 24 hours. So in a high volatile currency market, if one gets the real-time rate, then it is very good for the customer. Do remember, in India, Forex is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. Coming back to our topic of dynamic versus static. In the static conversion, the banks receives the fixed rate of the day and the transaction detail in 1 to 2 days, and then they applies bank charges on it. Let's now have point-to-point comparison for easy understanding. Point 1 is that in static, exact rate is determined later, but in dynamic, the rate is instant rate, so no need to worry about price change or day average price. Point 2 is that in static, user only knows the approx rate, but in dynamic, one gets to know the price on the screen before you confirm the payment. Point 3 is that in static, users get a fair rate, but in dynamic, the final charge is higher because of extra fees. Point 4 is that in static, the final charge is within 1 to 3%, but in dynamic, final charge can even go beyond 5%. Don't worry if you are not able to understand these. Now, ahead in this video, we have examples to explain how these charges are calculated by the bank. Let's deep dive in this topic using an example. Imagine you are in Dubai or in a transit via Dubai airport, and you are buying something for 100 United Arab Emirates dirhams. Arab Emirates dirham, which is Dubai currency. During checkout, the payment system will give two options. Number 1 is pay in AED, or Number 2 is pay in INR. Here many will select INR, right? And this is where one should be ready to pay DCC. So why this DCC is a pain? DCC is a pain because there are two charges hidden. One, the Dubai merchant or ATM will charge on the top of currency rate like some minor percentage. Again, the Indian bank, the bank of the debit or credit card being used, will charge extra DCC. And Indian government will add GST on the top of this. Consider the current GST of 18% and assume transaction amount of 10,000 rupees. Do note that this 10,000 is after currency conversion and not before conversion, and where merchant has already added some extra for them. Example 1. DCC fee is 1%. So DCC amount is 100 rupees. GST is 18%, so GST amount is 18 rupees. So total extra amount is 118 rupees, which adds up to make 10,000 to 10,118 rupees. Now consider a higher amount of DCC, which also some Indian bank do charge. Example 2. DCC fee is 1.75%, then 175 rupees. GST is 18%. So GST amount is 31 rupees and 50 paise. So total extra amount is 206 rupees and 50 paise, which adds up to make 10,000 to 10,206 rupees and 50 paise. Next out will be, is this DCC only applicable during overseas travels? Answer is no. Even in India, if one does payment like Netflix or AWS or software subscriptions or foreign websites like foreign online gaming or shopping platforms like Steam, Adobe, Apple, etc., that list prices in INR, then one sitting in India will also pay DCC. The key is in which country the company is registered. Is it India or overseas? Let's see, this DCC fees is applicable to which all card types. Here you can see DCC fees in general applies to all kind of credit or debit card, no matter it is government or a private bank. For detail before doing any payment, do check with your bank. Forex and Zero Forex card also can include DCC fees. Again, do check with the card provider. Now the final question. Is there any way to not pay this extra DCC fees? Answer is yes. Never pay in Indian rupees. Always opt for local currency wherever you travel. One can also consider cash instead of card payment. So golden rule. Next time when you are doing payment in Dubai, select AED, United Arab Emirates Dirham, and not INR. Thank you. How did you find this content? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to share this information with your loved ones, especially with those who frequently travel abroad or purchase goods from foreign registered companies.